Hello everyone, today I'll be doing a tutorial on how you can stake your Cherry tokens on the Cherry mainnet. So this is going to be a full tutorial starting from how you can create your Cherry wallet, a Cherry compatible wallet through Polkadot, and then we are going to bridge our Cherry tokens to the mainnet, and finally we are going to stake the tokens on the mainnet. So here we are in Cherry.Place. This is Cherry's all-in-one explorer. So this is also where you um, transfer Cherry tokens and do whatever you want on the Cherry mainnet. They're probably gonna come up with a browser extension kind of wallet in the future, but this is all they have right now. So we're gonna go ahead and look at staking. These are the 5 validators as of right now. You can take a look at their stats, how many tokens are staked, and stuff. Yeah, these are the nominators. And then we can go over to targets. So you can see that the first two validators have higher returns compared to the rest. That's because the rest of the validators, they charge a commission ranging from 2 to 6%. So for example, in the case of Spearlink, they have a liquid staking portal on Binance Smart Chain. So that's why they are able to charge a 6% commission. But this tutorial will teach you how you can stake directly on the mainnet, and you can choose any of these validators, but I would prefer going for the any of the first three because they are operated by Cherry Labs and the core team, and they charge a low commission compared to the rest, so you're gonna get a higher yield in total. So here are my demo wallet. I have 200 over Cherry tokens. That's about $10 worth. So first of all, we are going to create a Cherry compatible wallet. So we are going to head over to Polkadot.js.org. This is currently the only wallet that supports the Cherry mainnet. Cherry is probably gonna come up with their own wallet in the future, but this is all they have right now. So I prefer going through this official website because instead of going to Chrome web store, because it's safer to like make sure it's everything is real and stuff. Then you can select whether you have to download on Chrome or Firefox. I believe this also works on Brave and Microsoft Edge or whatever you use. So just go over here, add to Chrome, add extension, and the extension will be added to your extensions tab. You can pin it if you want. Next up, we're going to set this up. I'm going to put this in full screen so it's easier to see. Click on this big plus right here. So there's going to be a mnemonic seed phrase, a 12-word one here. You can copy to your keyboard. I'm going to blur it out because and make sure you don't share this seed phrase with anyone, and it's better to keep it offline, like write it down somewhere and keep it like in a safe or anywhere that is like safe. Try not to keep this online because it can be hacked and they will gain access to your entire account. So select use on any chain. You're gonna realize that there's no Cherry option right now. So I'm going to name this wallet. You can name this whatever you want. It doesn't change anything, and you can set a password. Make sure to remember this password. You are going to need it to use the browser extension wallet. Yeah, so here I have my Polkadot.js wallet. that's compatible with all chains. So next we go back to Cherry.Place. We reload this page. It's going to make a request. You can accept it. And then we go over to metadata here. Upgradable extensions. You click update metadata. And yes, so it's going to add the Cherry mainnet in. Next you go back to Polkadot. You can change this. You can find Cherry mainnet right here. You can select that if you want. So you have this wallet specific for the Cherry mainnet. And now we have our Cherry wallet set up. So I'm gonna give you a look at how like some of the stuff works. So you have your account here. So this is your account. There's zero Cherry tokens at the moment. There's a couple of features. You can add contacts. Basically, there are Cherry addresses that you can transfer to. There's a transfer option. You can send Cherry tokens to any address here. Now there's some governance features here. So here's the technical committee. There's treasury bounties and a few other stuff. And for accounts, they're going to implement a feature in the future where you can make it recoverable. So social recovery helpers. So this addresses one of blockchain's problem. This is optional. You can choose to keep your keys yourself if you don't feel comfortable with it. But in the future, you can make your address recoverable in case you lose your key, or yeah. So you can so that's like a backup kind of thing. All right. So now we have our wallet here. We are going to bridge our Cherry tokens from Binance Smart Chain over to the mainnet. So we're going to go to this website, bridge.cherry.network. I'm going to link it in the description below, but you're going to click on connect. Next. So it's connected. Yeah, okay, my balance is showing up, but so it's connected. You will see your balance from your MetaMask wallet there. You can So you're gonna bridge it to the Cherry network. Your address over on Cherry network. So here's your account. You can copy the address here, or either you can copy it there or there. I'm gonna copy it from here, and you're gonna paste it right here. You notice that the fee is 0 Cherry tokens at the moment, and there's something I want to let you know right now, which is as of right now you cannot bridge your tokens from Cherry network back to Binance Smart Chain, but it's coming soon, so hopefully it's completed soon. So let's redo that. So you key in whatever balance. In this case, I'm going to use like all my tokens, bridge it over to the Binance Smart, over to the mainnet. I'm going to give them access to my Cherry tokens. So you grant allowance and you give it a moment. When we look at the transaction, it's still pending. You can speed this up if you want. Alright, it's confirmed. So we can bridge our tokens right now. So just click on bridge. The fee is pretty low. And let's wait for the confirmation. Alright. So now we should have zero balance. Let me BEP20, yeah. This should show up as 0 soon. Yes. So now we go back to our Cherry.Place Explorer in our account section. Give it a moment to bridge the tokens over. I'm just gonna keep reloading. Might take a while, depends uh, on the transaction. Oh, alright, here we have our balance. So we have 241 Cherry tokens on the mainnet right now. You can do whatever you want with this. You can transfer it around. And the fee is usually very small. It's a few milli CHER tokens. So that's about 0.0. So one thousandth of a Cherry token, 1/1000 of a Cherry token is 1 milli CHER token. So that's very small, and the fees are in milli CHER tokens. So we are going to stake it right now. So let's go over to network and staking, and accounts. So you can take a look at targets and select which one you want first, like to take a look and see which validator you want to nominate. And something some something I want to talk about before we stake our Cherry tokens. There's a 28-day lockup period after you try to unbond your tokens. So after you nominate a validator and stake your tokens, when you choose to unstake, it will take 28 days to unstake your tokens. So that's something to keep in mind. But in return, you are getting 41% APR on your Cherry tokens. So that's quite a lot of interest. So we go over to account. So I'm going to be staking in the core team validator. Has the most number of nominators. So and it has a pretty high return compared to the rest. So I'm gonna go over to account, click on plus nominator. You can click on plus validator if you have more than 250,000 Cherry tokens and if you want to run a node. But in this case, I only have 200 tokens, so I'm going to do this. So what this stash account and controller account means is the stash account is where your tokens is going to be held, and the controller account is uh, you can set it as a different account that controls your stake, whether you want to unbond your tokens or whatever. Uh, if you want, you can create a second Polkadot.js wallet like I just showed you, and you can have a separate controller account to be safer, but in this scenario, I'm going to be using the same account. So value bonded, so that's how many tokens you want to stake. And this is the on-chain bonding duration. As I mentioned, this is when you want to unlock your tokens, you need to wait 28 days before it fully unlocks. So when you unstake, there's a 28-day grace period where you are unable to move any funds that you have unstaked, kind of thing. And payment destination, you can increase the amount at stake, which is compounding it back to your stake, but it will also be locked together with your stake. There's stash account, which it basically just goes back to the account, your stash account here. Controller account, if you have a different controller account, you can set it as your controller account, and specified payment account, you can have it on a different Cherry network account. So if you select one of these, it's not going to lock the tokens, so the tokens will not be locked. So you can freely transfer it around, but if you choose to compound it, it will be locked on this 28-day thingy again. And it's a good idea to not fully lock all your tokens, not fully bond all your tokens. You should keep some for transaction fees. just a small amount, less than one cherry token is more than enough. So I'm going to stake 241 and keep a few cherry tokens in case I need them for transactions and stuff. So click on next. You're going to choose a validator. I'm going to use the core team one for this example. So bond and nominate. So you can see the fee is 1.9 micro cherry, which is very small. So let me search one micro. Uh, so basically one to the power of negative 6. 1 times 10 to the power of negative 6. So that's 0.0000 something. So it's a very small amount of cherry tokens for the transaction. You can include a tip if you want, but I'm not going to do that. So you're going to key in your password. I'm going to set it to remember my password and sign the transaction. So now I have 241 tokens bonded. It's waiting for nomination, so this is going to take a while. I believe it's going to wait until the next error, until it bonds the token. I'm not sure about that. It may be the next epoch or error. I'm not sure about that, but yeah. So over here you can, once it's bonded, you can use this option here. You can click on unbond to unbond your tokens. At any point in time, you can also change your reward destination or your controller account. So that's a plus thing because you can choose to change your destination or controller account anytime you want. Since my previous account that I showed you will need some time for the tokens to finish staking, I'm going to come over to this account to show you. This is my main account. I'm going to show you how you can, like how payout works. So over in this tab, payouts under staking, you're going to look at your payout over the past, basically any unclaimed payouts that you have. So the past 9 errors, I've received 3 cherry tokens. So this payout will last for 84 errors. So that's about 3.5 days. So you must claim your uh, so someone in your validator will have to claim every 3.5 day. If not, the reward will expire. Like the reward you received in the 84 error will expire. So basically how this works is, for example, the validator that I chose is core team. Any one of the nominators in this validator will need to click on payout once every 3.5 days. Like for example, I can do this right now, and it will pay out for every single person in this validator. So basically, every 3.5 days, someone in your validator will have to click on payout for you to receive the rewards. So the transaction fees not much, so I will just sign the transaction. Uh, Let me just key my password real quick. A Sign this one as well. And now I should be paid out. So basically what I just did is I paid out the rewards for every single person in my validator. So yeah, as it says here, it can be initiated by anyone in your and any nominator in your the validator that you chose. So like for example, you choose core team, any of these nominators can help you to pay out as well. Yeah, I think that's about all. Maybe I can show you a little about assets. So there's this uh, part in other network called assets. You can create your own so-called tokens and stuff. So I went ahead and created one for Cherry News to try it out and yeah, to test it out. So you can mint your own token, and over here you can look at your balance for your token. I tried sending a bit out just to see if it works. You can send this whenever you want to anyone. There's also some governance features that they will implement in the future. Not sure if they are active right now. You can probably check them out. There's also an event calendar. You can look at some upcoming events. There's not a whole lot of events marked here, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's about all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support me, you can maybe donate a bit of Cherry tokens. I'm going to link my Cherry address and my MetaMask address in the description below. So if you feel like it, it's not compulsory, but if you feel like it, you can donate a bit, I guess, help me out. Yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.